Greetings, PlayStation adepts. In this video, I will talk about new, potentially best games that will be released on PS5 and PS4 in April 2025. Autopsy Simulator. Realistic pathologist simulator combines elements of horror, simulation, and narrative detective, offering players to immerse themselves in the dark atmosphere of medical research and criminal investigations. The main feature of the game is the realistic process of autopsy of corpses using real medical instruments, as well as detailed anatomy of the human body. The player needs to follow the autopsy procedures in order not to damage the organs and correctly establish the cause of death, because each body has its own history and some of them hide supernatural or criminal mysteries. Commandos Origins. As a kid, I spent dozens, if not hundreds of hours in the first parts of this franchise, and all because of the fact that passing only one mission could drag on for several evenings. The formula of the game is quite simple. There is a game location in the World War II setting where the player needs to complete one or more missions, such as blowing up a bridge, eliminating armored vehicles, stealing documents, etc. To perform, there is a team of 6 characters, each with a unique skill, such as shooting a sniper rifle and eliminating enemies from afar without noise and dust, driving a vehicle, scuba diving, or dressing up in enemy uniforms and distracting soldiers. Keeping in mind the task at hand and the available opportunities, you need to thoroughly study the location, soldiers, and patrol routes to come up with a plan of action, penetrate the enemy territory, and complete the task without raising the alarm. Although you can actually do it with an alarm, it may be even more difficult to do so as there are even more enemies. The Talos principle Reawakened, one of the best puzzle games, decided to re-release on Unreal Engine 5 with improved lighting, detailed textures, and redesigned environment. In addition, new puzzles, an additional story chapter about the difficulties of creating the In the Beginning simulation, and the Road to Gehenna add-on are waiting for players. A puzzle editor will also be available for players to create their own unique worlds and challenges. Mandragora, Whispers of the Witch Tree. This is a dark action game in 2.5D with Metroidvania elements and challenging Souls-like combat. Players will have to explore a ruined world, fight dangerous enemies and powerful bosses, search for allies, and make difficult moral decisions. Events take place in a world that has been consumed by entropy, and the protagonist possesses a magic lantern that allows him to dive into the dark abyss to move between realities and change the course of history. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Another Xbox exclusive is coming to PlayStation in April. The events of the game are set in 1937 between the films Raiders of the Lost Ark and Temple of Doom. Professor Jones witnesses a museum robbery, and this event draws him into a whirlwind of dangerous adventures, including traveling to different parts of the world, searching for ancient artifacts, destroying priceless historical monuments, and clashes with the forces of the Third Reich. The gameplay combines stealth and puzzle solving, as well as some action. The game is mostly played in first-person view, but in some moments the camera will switch to third-person view, for example during parkour or rock climbing. Overall, Machine Games has got a pretty good adventure game for 10 to 12 hours, and if there was less walking back and forth and less emphasis on stealth, it would be perfect. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and this is my most anticipated April game. In the story, every year some mysterious artist draws a number on a monolith, and all inhabitants of the planet who reach that age die. Every year this number decreases because of what threatens mankind with extinction. People send expeditions to find the artist and stop the genocide, and the player will have to take part in Expedition 33. Battles in the game are turn-based. The turn order depends on the speed of heroes and enemies, but the combat system itself is very elaborate and has a lot of combinations that can be built as part of a single hero or the whole group at once, combining the effects and abilities of characters. Clair Obscur's visual style and art design also leave a pleasant impression. Locations are bright, detailed, and most importantly, very diverse, and the music is worth listening to even outside the game. Forza Horizon 5, and another Xbox console exclusive, will cease to be one in April. The events of this part of the arcade car races unfold in Mexico. Participate in races will be possible near the volcano, canyons, in the desert, city, ancient ruins, jungle, and beaches. Also in the game, realistic weather phenomena are realized. For example, tropical storms and dusty desert storms. All in all, a good racing game to replace the Crew Motorfest, since Sony can't release a good arcade game themselves. Days Days Gone Remastered. Well, and closes the list of April novelties absolutely lazy. Days Gone Remaster, where they added invisible graphical improvements, PS5 is pro support, permanent death mode, horde assault mode, players have to fight with huge crowds of zombies, speedrun mode, improved photo mode, and new accessibility features. On PC, by the way, the graphics have not been improved. For 10 quid, they offer to buy DLC, which will open access to new modes and features. Write in comments what April novelties you like, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell to not miss my new videos and to know more about PlayStation. Play and win. See ya!